Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
Alright Aidan, this is something I want to introduce you to.
Tell me.
I know you love your basketball, right?
Yeah, I like it.
One of the best basketball channels I've watched on YouTube, called Jimmy High Roller.
Okay.
His basketball knowledge and his stuff that he talks about, in my opinion, is elite.
Okay.
Second to none. Very, very good. Very great talker, knows his basketball, puts together some great videos. So this is like an introduction more to Jimmy High Roller than it is to the video.
Okay.
But this video it doesn't get much worse than this, and he's a bad referee calls. I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I love it because
It winds you up. It winds you up. With
I've
referees,
stopped
doesn't
watching
it?
a lot of basketball because of how bad the refereeing is in the league.
I watched the very first one of this because I seen the game. I watched the game, so I know which one it is.
Is this LeBron James when he goes for a layup and he absolutely Jason Tatum slaps his arm?
Yep.
And then you start slamming the floor and stuff.
That's it. So let's watch it. But it's like I say, introduction to Jimmy High Roller. If you've not seen his channel, go over there and watch it because if you're into basketball, even if you're not and you want to get into basketball, I think he's the best NBA channel on YouTube.
We'll judge it.
Yep.
I'll judge it.
Let me know what you think.
James comes up top, gets it. James on the drive, gets in the paint, layup, missed it.
That's
Behind the net.
that's a foul. Here it is again in slow motion. Tie game with 3 seconds left on the clock. Game on the line, this being the potential game-winning shot. And there is the obvious foul. And there's the no call. And there's LeBron James slipping into a manic episode in utter disbelief of the no call. This split-second lapse by the refs cost the Lakers this game. And not only was the foul clear as day, the baseline ref was looking right at it. This is egregious, but missed calls and even bad calls for that matter are nothing new to the NBA. In fact, NBA refs have always been spotty. This was bad, but it's nowhere.
Have you seen how soft it's gone as well? Like they call a technical foul for anything. I've seen them like clap their hands like in like you didn't get the foul. And he technical fouls him out.
Oh, he looked like the referee was blowing his whistle there.
Oh, he fouled him.
When he brought the camera.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You threw him out of the game.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know who that is, but it's only 3 seconds left.
Patrick
of the game.
Beverley, I'm pretty sure it was.
It's only 3 seconds left though, right? And he's but that's the game winner.
Exactly.
He puts that in, which he's going in. LeBron's not going to miss from there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Nowhere near as bad as some missed calls we've seen before.
That's the worst.
Today's video is brought to you by SeatGeek. A new NBA season is upon us. Just look at it. Ain't it beautiful? And with the season underway, SeatGeek is here to get us back in on the action. Check this out. Just download the SeatGeek app and use the promo code Jimmy.
They have missed 6 free throws the Nets have.
Did you guys just see that? This is Vince Carter, former NBA great. This is Mo Peterson. He would go on to have 81 points put right on his head 2 weeks after this game. And in the middle of a live broadcast, in front of 17,000 people, Vince Carter slapped Mo Pete. It wasn't hard or anything. In fact, Vince and Mo were former teammates. They were just messing around. But the ref didn't see Vince do this. What they did see, however, was this. And as a result of this innocent, playful act, Mo Peterson was immediately thrown out of this ball game.
They have missed 6 free throws the Nets have. And I mean, this is tailor-made right now. And now what do we have? Is Peterson? What do we have?
He just got tired.
Yes, he did.
He would not stop talking to Steve Javy.
And Noah's taking off his jersey, throwing it in.
Oh, they were just fooling around there. Wow.
Yep.
I mean, this ref didn't even hesitate. And as any player would be, Mo was pissed. And if that wasn't insulting enough, Mo had to watch from the locker room as Vince Carter went on to hit the game-winning buzzer beater later on that same game. This call was absolutely appalling. One of the worst no calls.
It's just salt in the wounds, that isn't it, as well?
My biggest problem with referees and umpires, or whatever you want to call them in different sports, they think they're bigger than the game.
That's what I was going to say. They think they're more important than the players.
Yeah, and it's an opinion of certain things that it's human. What they should have done there is gone to. I guess they don't have anything like a VAR or.
They do
in basketball.
Yeah, but you can like challenge it. I guess you can go and look at it, but they only have one a game, I think.
And this is but that's just ridiculous. The referee should be able to call that and go, you know what, I'm going to look at this. I'll speak to the players and just say what's going on.
To be fair, Vince Carter maybe should have said, I hit him first.
He may have.
We were
joking around. Yeah, he may have. Or maybe, I don't know how good's the other guy on the Raptors is either one of the top players.
Sure who it is, to be honest.
Yeah. But I don't know.
It's a bit older.
The refs are just, the referees are just like, they just think they're bigger than the game.
Yeah, I agree.
It bothers me.
Yeah, I know.
turned into a tragically bad call in a matter of seconds. But this is just one of many, many bad no calls we've seen in recent NBA history. The no call is truly one of the most frustrating things to witness as a sports fan. If you ever want to see a grown adult spiral into an incoherent rage in absolutely no time at all, just watch him as his favorite team gets stiffed out of a call by a ref. It can be frustrating because we all see it, the players see it, and yet the guy whose job it is to see it can't. Like the no call on Devin Booker in Game 4 of the 2021 NBA Finals. Clearly, a hard foul, and a foul that could have changed the trajectory of this series, being that it would have been Booker's 6th and final foul of the game. But it was never called. Or this notorious play back in 2019 when the Rockets were facing the Warriors. Game is all tied up, hardly any time left on the clock. The Rockets played great defense and stripped.
This is one of the ones that I've seen the most, and it's like the work, because basically if the ball's out, it's if you're out. So if you step out and touch the ball, that means it's out of bounds. And this is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Kevin Durant of the ball. KD was the last person to touch it, and it's going out of bounds. This could be what the Rockets need to turn this game in their favor. And then KD runs a half marathon on the baseline, passes the ball in bounds. The refs conjure up the audacity to ignore the 72 steps he just took out of bounds. And then the ball gets swung around to Curry, who hits the dagger.
Out, absolutely.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
Look how far out he is.
If you step out of bounds and touching the ball, you're right. It's the ball's out.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
What's with his foot, his left foot?
Yeah, it looks like he's about to break.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, though, I think James Harden hits an absolute godly three with like two people covering him. And
Harden's the one complaining, right?
Yeah. But then he, I'm pretty sure if he might show it.
Absolutely, he's out. Wow. I mean, how do you miss that?
This really sucks. And for decades, NBA fans around the globe have had to sit idly by as their favorite team gets railed by NBA refs time and time again. It's a story as old as time itself. Like this play back in 2013, where Kevin Love attempts to put up a potentially game-winning shot, but clearly gets fouled by Sean Marion and doesn't get the call. And it's not like the refs just didn't see it. They're both looking right at it in real time. And correct me if I'm wrong, but
how much worse does it make it that you've got multiple of them as well and neither of them see it?
It just for me, it's one of the most frustrating things on sport is the referee.
Yeah.
I don't know, even when they try and computerize it and put it in a way of like video assistant referees and stuff, it's still bad calls. It infuriates me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think your arm does this when you're shooting a jump shot. Unless, of course, you were fouled. But the call was missed and the Timberwolves lost this game. Or what about that time in 2017 with an ascending Giannis Antetokounmpo and a game-winning dunk that should have never even happened?
7 seconds remaining in regulation. Antetokounmpo, checked by Houston. He'll drive, he scores.
That's looking right down at his feet as well.
Did you see it? Here's another.
To be fair, no one was asking for it. No one was arguing.
Yeah, but watch the ref on the right.
Yeah.
He's looking right down at his foot.
Yeah.
Another angle of it. Right there. Giannis stepped out of bounds on this drive, and the refs never called it. And I don't know how, because the ref is looking right at it. This guy noticed the out of bounds right away. So did this guy. And so did she. And so did this guy standing 30 feet away. But somehow, this ref did not. But not to worry, my friends. It gets worse. Like back in 2002 when the Hornets faced off against the Magic in the first round of the playoffs. The game is all tied up with only 0.7 seconds left on the clock. The Hornets are inbounding the ball and they're going to need a miracle to pull off a win here without going into overtime.
Davis at the buzzer.
And that's exactly what happened. A 27-foot dagger from Baron Davis over two defenders to win the game and take a 2-1 lead in the series. Well, not really. Because according to this ref, Baron Davis didn't get the shot off in time.
Davis at the buzzer. No, yes, no, it's waved off. Bernie Fryer says no, it will not count. He was waving immediately. It was so close. My goodness.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did, but I could be wrong. So let's take another look at this.
Miles off.
Yep.
Unless I don't know how a shot clock works, I'm about 1000% positive he got that shot off in time. In fact, the call was so bad that bro actually baffled himself. He is perplexed, doesn't even know why he made the call in the first place. And so he seeks counsel with one of the other refs and is met with absolutely no support at all. This is one of the most horrendous calls from a ref I've ever seen. And what would have been just the 21st game-winning...
Like, if it was that close, how can you just wave it off so quickly as well?
Yeah. That's
be like, no, he didn't get it off straight away.
I've been at games with you and I've said to you, look how quick he's called that penalty.
Yeah, I know.
He had the whistle in his mouth, ready to go. As soon as the player went down, I've gone, what is he doing? He knows. He knew he was going to blow that straight away.
It's like he was looking for it. He clearly didn't want them to win.
No, he didn't. It seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Buzzer beater in NBA playoff history never even counted. But to find a real doozy of a call, a real head scratcher that'll really get your blood boiling, we have to go back to June 6, 2005 to witness one of the most blatant abuse of a whistle I think I've ever seen in my life. It's the playoffs. The Pistons are facing the Heat in a crucial Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Winner goes to the NBA Finals, loser goes home. This game was neck and neck the entire way. 8 lead changes in the second half alone. And after 47 minutes of action, the Pistons creep out to a 3-point lead. At this point, every single decision is critical. Just one mistake could earn you a one-way ticket back home for 4 months. With 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Pistons gain possession after a jump ball. They run a play for Tayshaun Prince on the wing, who blows right past Shaq, but gets stripped in the process. Miami's going the other way. If they can capitalize on this steal, this could be a season-altering mistake by the Pistons. Damon Jones is leaking and he's got an opportunity at a fast break. Eddie Jones kicks it up to Damon. This is Miami's window to close the lead to just 1 point. But it's a bad pass. Eddie put just a little too much on the ball, so now Damon is chasing. He manages to snag the ball before it goes out, but now he's trapped on the sideline with nowhere to go. One of the best perimeter defenders in the game wearing him like a cheap suit, and 17 seconds left on the clock. Miami's opportunity may have just came and went in the blink of an eye. But do you see this ref right here? This is Joey Crawford. Joey was an NBA official for 40 years, and throughout his 40-year reffing career, he made some pretty questionable calls. Like that time he threw Tim Duncan out of a game for laughing, or when he gave Sasha Pavlovich a technical foul for getting elbowed in the face. Or what about the time he ejected Don Nelson 90 seconds into a game? Here he is getting in the way of JJ Redick in the middle of a fast break, falling down, and then calling a shooting foul while on his ass looking in the opposite direction. Joey had his moments, and you're about to see the worst one. Because after Damon Jones chases down this pass, this happens.
Jones able to race it down. And contact made.
Unaware of the 6'3", 200-pound grown man standing 10 feet...
Where's he going? It looks like he's trying to do that.
This ref, 40 years in it. Anyone who's working for 40 years for the same thing, like in something that's so questionable, for it's all open to corruption, shouldn't be allowed.
I think if referees make a mistake, they should get fined.
That'll be probably better off, yeah. But a lot of people will, it's human error at the end of the day. But you shouldn't be making that. I mean, he's got bowled over, made a call before without even looking. But sending Tim Duncan off for laughing.
Exactly, it's absolutely.
You've got to be questioned.
Yeah.
In front of him, Joey Crawford absolutely obliterates Damon Jones and sends him out of bounds. And because something like this never happens, there's no real protocol here. Do you just give the ball to the Heat and let them inbound it? Do you reset the shot clock? Is it a jump ball? No. It's a foul on Chauncey Billups.
Race it down.
Going to go to the line here for 2 free throws. Let's take a look. The outlet pass a little bit too far ahead of Jones. He does a nice job of recovering, and a little bump. The foul on Billups and Damon Jones.
Billups is in shock. He can't believe the call, and rightfully so. The man played incredible defense and stopped a potentially game-altering fast break that could have ended their season, and was rewarded with a foul call for something he didn't even do. The fact that no one even batted an eye at this call, and it wasn't overturned, is baffling. This foul call was horrific, and it nearly cost the Pistons a trip to the NBA Finals. But fortunately for the Pistons and Joey Crawford's pristine reputation, Detroit still went on to win this game. But that doesn't change the fact that out of the countless bad calls and no calls throughout NBA history, this one might just be the worst.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
It's a great channel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool, that, isn't it?
But that's I just like, oh man,
it grinds my bones.
Can you imagine if you're playing in your career? Let's say some of them are at the last stages of their career. They're in the divisional playoffs, and you're going through, and all of a sudden a call like that costs you the cost that you, and that's the last you're ever going to get to the NBA finals.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've never made it, and he's just done it.
It's the referee's fault.
Okay, I won't be able to let that go on me.
No. That's why I think referees, like after they make a few mistakes, they should just get fired.
Demote them, demote them or get rid of them. Yeah. But
easy as that. There's so many other people that would love to be a ref that like complain and
absolutely.
And, like, every person in the stands calling the foul and like pointing at the line, and the ref can't see it, but everyone in the crowd can see it.
I know, so annoying.
Who hires them? Do you know what I mean?
Just open for corruption sport, and that's the problem. And this guy, not saying he is, but it looks evidence is swinging in the way of what's he doing there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just bad, and quite a lot of bad calls by the sounds of it and by the looks of it. It shouldn't be around anywhere near basketball.
That's why I've stopped it, because it's gotten so soft now. You can't even like. I'm pretty sure you can't even look at the ref now in a dirty way. Otherwise, you'll just get thrown out the game.
Yeah, it's bad. But there you go. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.